That's after the show.
I am not going to the scams.
Okay.
Yeah. Frankly, I don't think
Are we live? Because you can just tell people you're not going to the scams.
Yeah, I'm not going to the Doug Scammons.
Hey, welcome to...
Pre-show.
Oh, it's not very loud. Welcome to... That's very loud. Hold on, let's see why we... Welcome to...
GrokTALK.
Okay, that's too loud. As we fiddle... Ow.
Go ahead, hit myself again. Ah, thank you. Thank you, sir. May I have another, please, sir? Oh, that feels...
You know what I need? I'm going to do something. I got to figure out
That'll
what that is. Cancel.
That pain will get rid of the other pain.
Yeah. Sound effects. Okay, we're going to fool around a little here, because this is what we do.
Yep, you do that.
I'll do that while you do something. You going to tell me you put that on your
Are
head?
we turned off here?
No, you were. Because
Okay.
you weren't having your headset on your head, so I wasn't going to turn it on until you picked it up, because of that whole
Okay.
rustling of the microphone thing and the,
Yeah, I'm getting relatively low audio here.
That's him.
Well,
Over there.
Okay.
Ear.
Let's
No.
pull on the wall. I
Yeah.
know
You should be
that.
on 3.
That's not always true.
I know, everything gets rearranged.
Yes, it seems a bit more. Okay, how's
Is
that?
that better? Better?
yeah,
Better?
just-
Better? Too much? Hello?
Yeah, that's not bad. Just turn it down a little bit.
A little bit.
I don't know what's wrong. This one's quieter compared to.
Is that good enough?
I can hardly hear you guys.
I've got
So
my
your vocal output is awesome. You
I've
sound
got
great.
my hands on his headphone control.
Yes, you do.
Wonk, 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 wonk. Just like you were doing earlier this morning with the slide bar there,
Yes,
Steve. I can do this with the
I
turning
was
on.
doing this.
He's
I
just
was
looking
kinda-
at us going,
Please. All right.
hi, Mike.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, you've got number 1 there set to about 2 o'clock or so.
Yeah, but that's for
okay.
somebody
you know
else.
What? Just bring out the big guns.
Yeah. Okay, turn it down just a tiny bit, Skip, but it's in that area. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Louder guns, please.
Yeah, they're loud.
Yeah. I just love hearing that brass hit the floor. Boom.
Let me just do another sound check now that I've done that and screwed up all my all my sliders. All right, hey,
We are GrokTALK.
and we're not talking about the kind you cook in that little device that Billy Mays used to sell. Different kind of sliders.
No, not those kind of sliders.
He had a device for sliders?
Yeah, it's the slider maker or something. I forget what it was. You could make like 4 little patties all at
makes-
once. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a tiny burger.
I know what a tiny burger slider is, but
I just
that's
don't know where the
making-
word
if
slider
that's
came
making-
from. It just all of a sudden everybody
But
knew
that's
what
only-
sliders were. It must have been on Food Network or something.
But that's only half the problem, though. Did he have another machine to make the little buns?
He already had the tiny buns, but he didn't really. Billy Mays had tiny buns. That's awesome. You know, it's amazing what you say on a radio show.
Yes, this is GrokTALK, a production of New Hampshire's leading conservative,
Ow. Yes.
libertarian. Go ahead, hit it again. Website.
That's actually loud. Lovely. That's loud. Skip is.
That I can't control.
I'm learning new things about my soundboard here.
The jingle box.
Yes, indeed. We're being punished here.
By ourselves.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are. All right.
All right,
6
good.
or 7 minutes till the actual program starts, which may not be as fun as this. I don't know, but it should be.
So there's all sorts of WTF stuff out there right now.
Oh, we have a good list.
Yeah.
We have a good list.
I-
But we
I-
have the whole first segment to explore all the Whiskey Tango Foxtrots we want, and there's so many of them.
Yeah, I mean, I just came up with 5 of them, right off the bat.
Right.
I mean, in 5 minutes, just to say, and I answered my own question to Steve. What do we have for WTFs for the week? And obviously,
Plenty.
Steve was not prepared.
Did I?
I knew you guys would.
Did I?
I can't do everything.
Did I
so.
see what I thought I saw?
Oh.
Where?
Besides,
For shame.
I mean, in any random encounter between 2 or more of us, we could come up with a handful of these in a heartbeat. It's not like it's something I have to do deep research on.
Did I see yesterday?
Like I do deep research on anything.
The house. You guys. I know. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, you can turn it down a little bit, Skip. Steve's piece is loud.
Oh, I can't help that.
No, I just wanted the voices to be a tiny bit louder. So,
We don't want to scream at you.
No. So anyhow, yeah, I know that anything to do with Boner and McConnell is a joke, but
Boehner.
Boehner, yeah. Okay.
Bonaire.
Yeah. Anyway,
Come on, guys. Rule number 1.
sorry.
Boehner.
I actually had a guy who worked for me when I was working at the Chums for Papagenos.
Oh, do I want to even hear this?
5 people named Steve working in the same restaurant. 2 managers named Steve and 3 employees named Steve. So there were too many Steves. One of them had a nickname. They called him Schlieb. He wouldn't explain why.
Schlieb?
Schlieb. I don't know.
As opposed to schlub?
I don't know. And then we had another Steve, and then we had another Steve, and then we had Steve and Steve, the managers, myself being one, and our second assistant, the other guy. And so it's just too many Steves. So I nicknamed one of them Boner. And he put it on his name tag. He liked it. Everybody called him that. Everybody called him that while we were working. And at one point, on one day, the only people working were named Steve. All 5 of us working the same shift.
Oh, man.
Man, that
Steve,
beats...
what?
that beats my story of David's, because my given name is David. And when I first got off the road after being a consultant for many years, and went to tech support for... I'm still there. I like not traveling. There were 5 Davids in my group. And somebody would call in, I want to talk to David. I said, that's fine. Which one? What do you mean? There's 5 of us. I'll call back. But this guy...
David, and David.
Yeah, well, I went by Skip.
Mm-hmm.
But my question to you is, didn't anybody ever complain to HR about the nickname?
Nope.
Was this guy customer facing?
And this was back in the 90s.
Yeah, but was this guy customer facing?
Sometimes, yeah.
And
Sometimes he was on the
nobody
front
ever nobody ever complained about.
No.
Ooh. Never happened nowadays.
Now things change 25 years later.
Yeah, well.
No, you can have nudity on primetime TV, but you can't have the nickname Boner. Okay, good.
Well, actually, they're trying to put that in the beaches now. That stupid free the nipple type of deal. You know,
Why isn't it supermodels, by the way? I'd just like to know.
Why?
Why?
This 54-year-old fat lady who has back boobs. You know.
Yeah. Which nipples are you freeing, man?
Yeah. Well, as Rush said a long time ago, feminism is
Yes. Go ahead.
is basically for ugly single women.
We're gonna get emails on this one.
Yeah.
No, actually,
nobody cares about Boner, but that's going to get us some hate mail.
Yeah. Actually, I've never seen the front of her. She lives in my town.
Yeah, they would show a picture of my, obviously.
From the back.
Because
and I'm
the
going,
union leader can't free the nipple. So...
And I'm looking at, if this is what she looks like from the back, I don't want to see the front. I'm sorry. I know what it... having been formerly much heavier than I am right now, I wouldn't want to be looking at me either. So,
I'm not heavy at all, and I have a rule that I don't take my shirt off in public because it's unkind to other people.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, if I was all ripped and muscly and I was physically appealing to other human beings, okay, fine.
Yeah, those years are long gone.
Long gone. So I wear shirts at the beach. I go in the ocean with the shirt on. I come out of the ocean with the shirt on. At home, in my pool, it's my pool. It's just me. My kids, they don't care. But if we have company over, I'm like, stay covered. It's just nothing.
Like I mostly don't do shorts because I got pale white knobbly knees, that do any good for anybody.
Yeah. But, this whole idea that they want to desexualize part of the female anatomy, this is just like the socialists who say, we can declare something to be such just because we declare something to be such, regardless of tens of thousands of years of human nature. It just doesn't make it. And I'm glad the Guilford cops cited them. Of course, unfortunately, that it gave them exactly what they wanted.
I know there's places where you can go where there's nudist beaches, and there's parts of Europe and Germany and all those places where they don't really care.
Here in New Hampshire too.
Yeah, and in New Hampshire, and that's fine. There's places for that. I understand.
And on the nudist beaches, most of the people that go are not particularly appealing.
Nope, that's true. And they didn't create the greatest economic powerhouse in the world, so maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe they're connected. I have no idea, but. At a deep down level, there are certain things about the culture that have made us successful, and as we abandon them, we find ourselves going the other direction. And in 25 seconds, we're going to start the show. So, Everybody hang on if you're watching us on Ustream. The audio stream will be up shortly, and we're going to start the program in a couple minutes. This is GrokTALK. Don't go away.
Grok TV.